My dear students, Assalamu alaikum. Elementary Students Book, page number 21 and 22. Our topic today is present simple. Present simple. Under the heading of present simple, first of all, we are going to discuss the positive. Look at this chart. It has got three columns. Column 1, there are pronouns I, you, we, they, he, she, it. In column 2, there are two verbs. Start, the base form or the present simple form, and starts, the S form. Okay? And column 3, there is the time. Now, I'm going to make sentences from this chart for you in present simple. I start at 6:30. You start at 6:30. We start at 6:30. They start at 6:30. Now, what's the rule? What's the grammatical rule here with the pronouns I, you, we, they? Use the base form. Use the simple present tense form without S or ES. Now look at these three pronouns, he, she, and it. I'm going to speak out the sentences for you. He starts at 6:30. She starts at 6:30. It starts at 6:30. So the grammatical rule here is that with the subjects he, with the subject pronouns he, she, it, always use S form of the verb. So this was how to make the positive sentences in present simple. And remember one thing, my dear friends, most of the time we use present simple to say the routine, to express the daily life, to express the routine, to express the habit and things like that. And always, usually, sometimes are the most often used time adverbs for the simple present tense. Now let's move towards the second subheading under the heading present simple. The second subheading, negatives. How to make negative statements, sentences in simple present. Look at the chart again. I'm going to make sentences from this chart. I don't start at 6:30. We don't start at 6:30. You don't start at 6:30. They don't start at 6:30. Now, the grammatical rule here is that with the pronouns, with the subject pronouns I, we, you, they, we use do not, and the compressed form is don't. Now look at these three subject pronouns he, she, it. He doesn't start at 6:30. She doesn't start at 6:30. It doesn't start at 6:30. With the subject pronouns he, she, and it, use does. In fact, this is the S form of do. As a basic principle, with he, she, and it, always use S form. And in the negatives, the S form will be does. Does not, does not, does not, and compression doesn't. He doesn't start at 6:30. She doesn't start at 6:30. It doesn't start at 6:30. Now let's move towards the third subheading under the main heading of present simple. Questions. How to form questions. How to form questions in present simple. Look at this chart. I'm going to make sentences, speak out the sentences for you. When do I start? When do we start? When do you start? When do they start? Now, the grammatical rule is that the WH tag, the question word, comes in the beginning before do. Immediately after the WH tag, when, we use do. Do with the pronouns I, we, you, they. Because with these pronouns, we use the base form or simple present tense form, not the S form at all. So again, when do I start? When do we start? When do you start? When do they start? Now, dear friends, look at these subject pronouns he, she, it, and you know that with he, she, it, we always use the S form of the present tense form. We use the S form. So look at the sentences. When does he start? When does she start? When does it start? Remember one thing, Does is the S form of do, and because of he, she, and it, we are using the S form. Does. And S form will come once in the sentence, in the interrogative form. Does. The S form is here. So we will not repeat the S form here. We will not say starts. No way. Because once the S form is here. Again, I am going to speak out the sentences for you with the pronouns he, she, it. When does he start? When does she start? When does it start? Now, let's move to the third, its fourth heading and fourth subheading under the heading of present simple. Yes-no questions. How to form yes-no questions, dear friends. Look at the chart. I'm going to speak out for you. Do you have a camera? Yes, I do. Do they have a camera? Yes, they do. Now, look, consider these pronouns, he, she, it. These three pronouns in simple present tense take the S form with them. So, we're going to use the question tag now. Does, S form of do. Does he like football? Does she like football? Does it like football? Again. Does he like football? Yes, he does. Does she like football? Yes, she does. Does it like football? Yes, it does. Now, the negative, the positive answers, positive short answers, and negative short answers. Again, do you have a camera? Yes, I do. No, I don't. Do they have a camera? Yes, they have. Yes, they do. No, they don't. Does he like football? Yes, he does. No, he doesn't. Does she like football? Yes, she does. No, she doesn't. Does it like football? Yes, it does. No, it doesn't. Again, short answers, the last heading. We have talked about it. Again, for you, the short answers. Do you have a camera? Yes, I do. No, I don't. Do they have a camera? Yes, they have. No, they don't. Sorry. Do they have a camera? Yes, they do. No, they don't. Does he like football? Yes, he does. No, he doesn't. Does she like football? Yes, she does. No, she doesn't. Does it like football? Yes, it does. No, it doesn't. Thank you very much. See you again in the next video, inshallah.